You're listening to the Hustled Up Podcast. I'm Laura Natoli.
And I'm Holly Silva, and we are best friends since birth turned multi-passionate entrepreneurs and co-owners of Chores & More, a successful service-based business where everybody is treated like a best friend.
Welcome to our show where tactical business education meets fun and real conversations about this wild journey called life.
Get ready to be inspired. Grab your headphones, turn up the volume, and let's hustle up.
Hello, my friends and family. I hope you better be supporting us. Welcome back to our show. You are listening or watching the Hustled Up Podcast, and we are your hosts. My name is Holly.
And my name is Laura.
Before we dive into anything, I just want to extend a sincere thank you to you, Laura, for taking the reins last week on last week's episode, because I just was not there to record. If you know me personally, which I feel like a lot of you who listen to the show do, my dog suddenly passed away. She got sick. It was very sudden and it was very hard for me. So Laura really stood up to the plate. Yes, that's
Stepped
right.
up to the plate.
Stepped up to the plate. I knew something wasn't right with that. I was like, it don't feel right. And with work, I was like really just operating at half capacity all week, and she definitely stepped up to the plate. So thank you so much, Laura. And I am happy to be back and kind of getting back to my normal routine. So I figured I would use today to talk about one of my passion topics because it is in the realm of branding and marketing. But before I jump into the topic, I do obviously want to remind you that if you are loving what you are listening to, and if you just love us because we are so fun and amazing, this would be a really good time to pause this episode and go leave us a 5-star rating and a review wherever you are listening or watching. And if you're on YouTube, the good old thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, it would be great. It helps us get our message and our lessons out into the ears of other small business owners who really just need like a little pep in their step and some free education and really good tidbits. And today's episode is going to be so good. I have a thing of notes here because I am ready to go. We are going to talk about Google profiles. Now, this is more than just setting up, your business on Google and just kind of leaving it. There are ways to really optimize your Google profile for better search results on Google and on the search engine. So we're going to kind of just talk about making your profile robust and search friendly and help you get more leads and more business that way, because it is so important to be on top of your Google profile. So if you want to know how to make your Google profile better, or if you don't have one and you're like, oh, I should probably make one because it took me and Laura like 5 years to set ours up. Don't be like us. Definitely listen to this episode. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of spending your entire weekend cleaning when you could be going out to brunch with your girls?
First of all, I love brunch. And second of all, yes, there are so many things I could be doing instead of cleaning my house on the weekend.
Oh yeah, like playing video games.
Or watching a movie with the kids.
Going on a date with your significant other.
Taking your dog to the dog park.
Going to the movies.
Solving world hunger.
Yes! Exactly. So this is why it is such a good idea to call up Chores & More for your deep and recurring cleaning needs.
And do you want to know something really, really cool?
What?
If anybody mentions Hustled Up when they call to book, they can receive up to $100 off their deep cleaning.
Up to $100 off. What are you doing still sitting there? Pick up the phone now, mention our podcast, and never have to spend your weekends cleaning again.
Simply go to choresandmorellc.com. You can fill out our request quote form there, or give us a call, send us a text, 631-397-0177. It is time to get back to doing the things you love. Let us take care of the cleaning. Okay, we are back. And like I said, we are talking about Google profiles today. All things Google profiles. Now, we are not going to talk about Google Local or Google Guaranteed. We can do different episodes on that. We're also not going to be talking about Google Ads today. That is an entirely different ballgame. This is just getting your business onto Google, setting it up. It's free. It's pretty easy, all things considered. Google is its own beast, but it's pretty easy, pretty cutthroat. But a lot of people don't know how to do it, or maybe they're intimidated, or maybe you're scared to put your profile on Google and open up yourself to reviews. That's always scary, but we are here to walk you through that process. So the first thing, especially if you're brand new in business, honestly, some people who aren't brand new in business are super guilty of this though. Before setting up a Google profile, you need a website. That's like the first and most important thing. Your website is going to be your central hub for your entire business. And you want to make sure that your website is SEO friendly. This is search engine optimization. This means you are using keywords, you're using popular search words in the literal text of your website so that Google understands what your business is about. If you're using like fancy wording, and ChatGPT can help you with this, it can help optimize your website copy for SEO if you do it yourself. Another option is to, of course, hire a marketing person. Most marketing people will recommend that you host your website through WordPress. We are Wix girlies ourselves, and Wix is, I believe, either owned by Google or partnered with Google. So I don't think it's true that like Google doesn't favor Wix. In fact, I would probably say that they probably favor it more, but don't quote me on that. But either way, we have good SEO on Wix. There are easy ways on Wix to optimize your website for SEO. Like they give you options to do this. They also have options to outsource this right through Wix to get your website SEO friendly. So if you want to go that route, great. If you want somebody else to do it for you and you just want to delegate it out, they may recommend WordPress. That's also great. All great options. Once you have your website up, which we can talk about setting up your website for success as well, but this isn't about that. So I don't want to get too...
You could talk about that all day. Holly's literally the queen of websites. You don't know how many people call though. Like so many leads that call are like, I loved your website. Oh my gosh, your website's so pretty. And I'm like, thanks. That's my business partner. Like so many people. And then I go gas Holly up. I'm like, another person said they love your website. So Holly is the go-to queen of website design.
It is. That website is like my baby. And it all started in 7th grade when I was making MySpace HTML coding. And on Zanga. I had my Zanga blog and I just loved it. It was like always a passion of mine. I'm surprised I didn't go into full website design as my career, but hey, I get to do it now.
Could have. You could have. Holly used to like even you would like hack into my MySpace and like make it all pretty and do designs, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm lost on this. This is not my forte.
Nobody who knew me had a plain like ugly MySpace profile. It was not happening. The good old days. Oh my gosh, I could reminisce about that for hours. Don't even get me started. But once you have your website up and running and it's your central hub, make sure you have all your contact info on there and all that good stuff. Then it's time to get your website and your business onto Google. Now, all you have to literally do is you have to sign in with a Google profile, like make yourself a Gmail account or a Workspace account. That's how you will set it up. And you set it up right through Google. Now, when you're registering, I just realized my microphone is all the way over here. Can you hear me better like this?
Yes, I can hear you a lot better.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking. I'm telling you, I'm still operating at like half capacity. Sorry, guys.
It's all good, girl.
Hopefully you can hear like that whole thing.
Yeah.
If you can't, then we're starting here. But you have to verify that like you are a legitimate business. Google will not just like let you like just put like not like a non-legitimate, I guess, business on Google. So they have you basically verify your business by when you register, you put in your address and then they like mail you this little card with like a code, and then you go back into Google and you put in, it's very like top secret, like CIA type shit. So it's really cool. Once you've done that, once you're on Google, like you've got your website now, you've got your Google profile, now it's time to like nurture it, right? You want to like water it. You want it to blossom. And so I have all the tips and tricks here. Now, I did not pull these out of my ass. In fact, I got a lot of help on my Google profile with my marketing guy. And I just have to give him a shout out, Dan at My Pocket Marketing. Hopefully you hear this episode and you're like, oh, hey, that's me. He's wonderful. He has been helping us for over a year now. And he helps us with our Google ads. But when we meet every month, he also helps us. He helps us with obviously my Google profile. He's given me so many good pieces of advice, and he has also helped me with my website. And I fought him tooth and nail to not like go to WordPress. So he helps me like, tidy up my Wix website. Thank you so much, Dan, for dealing with my annoying self. I appreciate you. But he has helped me a lot with my Google profile. So a lot of this stuff was given to me from him, and I am passing it along to you. Some of it is just research of my own. And so we're going to jump right in. You first need to obviously go and edit all of your main stuff, like all of your business info. So, like the category that your business is, I think we're just house cleaning. There's a little option to put a description of your business. Now, when you are editing your profile, you also want to make sure that you are using SEO friendly wording. And again, ChatGPT can help you with this. So for me, it's always been a struggle because I like fancy, pretty words, but Google don't know like what a domestic engineer is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's house cleaner. It's maid service. It's like these are the things that people are searching for. And so you got to make sure that you are using terminology that's popular and that people are searching for. And you want to do that not only on your website, but on your Google profile. It'll give, especially if you are like a remote business, it'll give you an option to add your service areas, and you want to add all of them, all of the towns that you service, like even if it's like 50 of them. I don't know if they cap it. I can't remember. If they do, then you do it up to the cap. And if not, then you do it every single service area, because Google needs to know where you're operating. And you don't want Google to throw your website up for somebody that lives 3 hours away from you. That, that's kind of a waste. So your service areas, of course, your contact info. So your phone number, your social profiles. It gives you an option to add your social profiles. So you should definitely get some social profiles going as well. Facebook, Instagram. We use TikTok as well. Once you have all of your like basic information in there, this is where it starts to get fun. This is where the things exist that I didn't even know existed. So the first and like one of the really important things that you want to do is add photos. You can literally add photos right to your profile. You want to do photos of your work, of course. If you own a cleaning business like us, we get permission from our clients to use photos of their home for like marketing and social media purposes. Some people do not consent to photos. And of course, we do never ever take photos for social media and marketing purposes in their homes. But for the people who give us permission, we'll post photos of their nice clean homes, of their clean places of work, photos of your staff, photos of yourselves, photos of your office, photos of your company gatherings. If you own a restaurant, photos of your food. If you sell a product, photos of your products. If you're in a brick and mortar like store type place, you want to post photos of that. So just the more photos, the better. I think
And
that
no
Dan
stock photos, right? Is that like a thing? Like no stock photos? Or does it matter?
I don't know, but I would say no. That wouldn't
Okay.
really make sense. You want to,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, in general, I'm like anti-stock photo.
No, same. And I think a lot of people use them. So I did want to bring that up because I feel like people go the lazy route. But I feel like your photos don't need to be like done by a professional. Just like go outside. Go outside and take photos of our staff. So don't be afraid that you can't post these photos unless they're super crystal clear in the perfect lighting. I feel like it's more important that they see the authentic you and your staff and all that. So stay away from those stock photos. It's kind of a pet peeve of ours, if I'm being honest. Like, no.
Yeah, we if you've listened to any of our social media episodes, we are always like, no.
Yeah. And
I hate
cleaning
when I go
businesses
on-
specifically, they always use stock photos, man. It's the same photos over and over again.
Yeah, no, don't use
Don't like
stock
it.
photos. Don't
No.
do it. And especially on your Google profile, you want to use your own unique photos. I don't even know if you're allowed to use stock. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you buy them and they're like you have the right to them, I guess you could, but I definitely would not use stock photos. You want to use photos of yourself. They could be taken with your phone. It doesn't, like Laura said, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Is it great to invest in like some professional headshots and photos of your business and your staff? Yeah, that's great. But that's something you can worry about down the line. Just take what's in your camera roll and start uploading. The more, the merrier. We don't have enough photos up. Like I need to get on that. Super important. You want to make sure that you also add your hours of operation. And when you add this, there's an option to add like special hours, which would be your holiday hours. Make sure you update that, because if you have somebody, for example, Laura and I close on Thanksgiving and Black Friday every year, and not everywhere closes on Black Friday. In fact, there might be people trying to search to shop somewhere on Black Friday, and a lot of places are open because, like, at least retail, in the retail industry, because they're looking for a deal. And maybe someone's looking for a deal on cleaning, but we're closed on Black Friday, and we don't want to disappoint somebody if they're calling and they don't know that we're closed. So Google will tell them we're closed on Black Friday, we're not open. So you want to make sure you edit that. You could do that like up to the whole year. So, like I went in there, I think in like the springtime, and I put that we were closed on Labor Day, that we were closed on Thanksgiving. So you want to go ahead and edit those special hours as well, and make sure those hours of operation are accurate so that people know when they're calling whether they should expect to reach you or not. Then here's one that's like a little secret. Okay. Little secret.
Tell me.
Yeah. So good. So I don't know if you guys know this, but you can edit you can add services and products to your Google profile. So when you search our company, Chores and More, which I will definitely see if I can do like some kind of screen capture like video for social media to show you guys this. I'm not going to show you here because not everybody is watching this. Some of you are just listening, but there's literally like a place right on that sidebar where like all of the company information is on Google. And there's a little area that has all of the services that we offer. So recurring house cleaning, office cleaning, deep cleaning, move in and move out cleaning, window washing maybe is on there. I don't remember. Or interior window washing, because that's what we do. Carpet cleaning or carpet shampooing, I think we have on there. And so that also is going to help not only people see what you offer right there without having to even do that extra click to go to your website, or in some cases several clicks to go to your services page on your website. They can see it right there. It also gives you an option to add a photo to like go with the service. So it actually it boosts like the look of your profile too. I definitely have to show you guys ours. Now there's an option for services. And that's just kind of like a big cluster of just what you offer. And then there's products. And this is where even if you do have a service, you're going to add it as a product. And that's like the little hack there. That's where you can do the photo, the description, what it is, like all the cute stuff. Okay. And then you obviously want to add your services to the services tab as well, but it is two different like areas of your Google profile. And you want to make sure both of them are chock full of everything that you're offering. And if you sell product, then obviously you're going to just add that to products, include photos with all of those offerings. And, it's going to help. Not only is it going to help your searchers, like the people who search your profile, it's not only going to help them be able to see right from the get-go what you're offering and what you're all about and what you do without having to do extra clicks, especially because the human attention span is like right now. It's just so bad right now. It's going to help Google understand what you're all about. It's going to help Google know, oh, wow, okay, so this company offers house cleaning. They offer move-in and move-out cleaning. So when somebody Googles move-in cleaning company near me, Google's gonna be like, oh, well, Chores More definitely does that because that's what's on their service list, and it's also on their website, and it's also here, and it's also there. You want to have it literally everywhere. So that's why you want to make sure you have all of these things done. This is why it's so important. And then
so just to reiterate, you want to put it, so if you're a service-based business and you don't have products, you have to do both.
Yeah.
So like you have to develop the services, and then even if you're a service-based business and you think, well, I don't have a product, no, just take your services and list them as a product. So you're kind of just doubling everything. Is that what it is? Yes. I'm new to this too, guys. So like I'm learning right along with you. So any question that I have, you might have. So you want to do both. Yes,
because so the services doesn't pop up on the sidebar the way the products do. The products are like right there with photos. I don't know why Google's like that. Not like we don't know that. But it's like right there on the sidebar so that you can just see it and get it going.
That's great. So if you're a service-based business, don't think that doesn't apply to you, because I could see a lot of people thinking, oh, well, I don't have products, so I'm going to leave this blank.
Yes, exactly.
That's huge. Okay.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yep. No, you want to add it, even if it's a service. And like I said, I will try to post a video of this on social media. I'll see what I can do. I'm sure there's a way, and I'll show you guys how we have it set up, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
Okay. So once you do that, there's also a Q&A section on the Google profile, which a lot of people doesn't know exists. Now, you didn't know.
No, idea. I did not know. No idea. No idea.
You can literally, so it's actually for other people to ask you questions. And then you can answer them like almost like an FAQ. You can answer them publicly and they'll go on your Google profile.
Wow.
So even if you visit like another business on Google, you could be like, oh, I wonder like what, maybe you're visiting a cleaning company's Google page and you want to know what products they use. You can ask that, and they have the option to answer that publicly, and it goes on to like the public Google profile like Q&A section.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Now
so
here's
cool.
here's the little hack though. This is the hack. You can ask yourself questions to answer.
That is so smart.
Yeah.
So smart.
Yeah. So similarly to like a website FAQ, you want to start setting this up. You want to ask yourself questions to answer publicly on your Google profile. What products do you use? What are you I don't know, what
Do you bring
services
your own supplies?
Do you bring your own supplies? Do you what forms of payment do you accept? Are you open on the weekends? Do you work around pets? Things that and you want to get creative with this. And again, ChatGPT will be your best friend. What are people wanting to know when they're Googling a cleaning service or whatever business you have? What do people want to know? What are they what's important to them? You can use obviously your own research, like, when you're talking to potential clients, or when what are they asking you? What are they asking you when you're on that sales call? And then you're going to take those questions and those things that people want to know and move them over to your Google profile.
Yeah. And they all ask the same things. I will tell you, like, I get
Yeah.
the same 5 questions on almost every sales call.
Yeah.
So, pay attention, listen to what people want to know.
Yes, pay attention, and the more the merrier. Like this is not one of those things where you just want to like cap it at 5. No, you want to just ask yourself all the questions. And if people on the internet ask you questions, you want to answer them too, as long as they're like legitimate questions. You want to answer them too, and that's also going to not only help people skip a step on like visiting your website, then go into your FAQ page, but it's also going to help Google get to know you. It's like so important. This is why it's so important. Plus, I do think Google low-key, I don't even know if this is an opinion. I think it's a fact. Like Google low-key a little biased. And like if you are like utilizing their search engine and optimizing your profile, they're going to be like, oh, like they love Google. So like they love me. I'm going to love them back.
They're like a needy girlfriend. They're like, oh, you're giving me
Yes,
attention. I'm going to make sure people see you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's another really, really good tip. So if you haven't done that, make sure you start asking yourself questions and answer them. They're going to go right up on your Google profile.
That's so cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, do we have any questions? Like,
I have a few up there already.
Wow.
I don't remember what they are,
That's
but
awesome.
I did do a few. I want to do more. But I did do a few. I wanted to get it started. And then this is something that a lot of people don't know too, is that Google allows you to do post updates, kind of like a social media app. And it's a little different than social media though, because you're not going to post every single day the way you do Instagram and Facebook. Dan specifically says once per week is the way to go. So once per week, you want to post an update or maybe a sale that you're running. It would probably be something a little more like current timey, if that makes sense. So if you're running, an update, or like, for example, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right? So maybe one of your updates for the month of October would be something about your partnership with Cleaning for a Reason, and how all of the cleanings you do, a portion of your proceeds will go to Cleaning for a Reason. Or if you're not doing it that way, you could just say, just a reminder, we're partnered with Cleaning for a Reason. We offer free cleanings to cancer patients. Apply here, whatever. And that could be one of your updates. Maybe you're running a back to school sale, and you are offering $100 off deep cleanings. That's something really, really good to add there. I wouldn't really add like no purpose,
like personality posts.
Yeah,
like basically like how we do on social media.
You could, but I would definitely make them a little more like purposeful and robust. So like I really want to do, when we have our November meeting, we're going to take photos for our company Christmas card. We do that every year. I think a fun post saying, oh, had our November meeting this morning, took some photos for our Christmas card, and maybe upload our favorite one. What do you think? Or something like that. So it's like some of them are more fun, but then also you want to make sure you're promoting your sales, promoting, different things about your business. I keep tapping the mic and I hope that you guys don't hear it, but it's these nails. They're like too long.
It's not loud. I hear it, but it's not loud.
Okay, great. Because I keep I'm talking with my hands. I'm very passionate, guys. You know what I mean? I should just start interpretive dancing the rest of the episode.
Post your photos, no stock photos.
Once a week, updates. No, okay. So anyway, those are the things. These are all of the important things. So the last thing, and this is like the given, is to ask for reviews, and don't be scared. Don't be scared. In fact, most people are going to love you, and there may be one jerk who's going to give you a 1-star. That may happen. And guess
Sounds
what?
very specific.
Laura and I have spoken about this. We've spoken about what to do in this case. It is one of our episodes. Go back and listen to that episode. If you're nervous about getting that 1-star review, don't be afraid to ask for reviews, because the more reviews you have, the more Google will favor you. It's also going to be, a lot of people look at reviews. In fact, I think statistically, most people do. I couldn't give you a number, but most people look at your reviews before deciding to hire you. And so it is super duper important to have as many reviews as possible. There is literally, when you sign into Google and you visit your Google profile, there's a thing that says ask for reviews. You click that and it gives you a link. Send it to everybody you know who's used your service. We use little leave behind cards as well, which we will show on social media as well, that have a little QR code that takes them right to our Google profile so that they can leave us a 5-star review. It is so important. A great way to incentivize your employees and your clients to get 5-star reviews is employee bonuses in exchange for them. You can't you can't bribe people into giving you Google reviews. Google doesn't like that. They say it's not legitimate. So you can't offer a discount in exchange for a Google review. You can't offer entry into a raffle for a free cleaning for a Google review. You can't offer a free add-on for a Google review. And I see so many people doing that. In fact, I'm pretty sure at the hair salon I was just at, they offered a free conditioning treatment for a Google review. And I'm like, no.
Wow. They probably don't even know.
No,
a lot of people don't know. They're like,
yeah.
They don't think they're doing anything wrong.
Know. And realistically, Google will may never know. But if they were to find out, then they may take down your Google reviews. If they find out that they've been, not that it's, they see it as a bribe, right? So it's not like you're like, oh, hey, you want a little free cleaning? I got you. You just got to give me a little something back. And it's not a devious thing, but a lot of people just don't know any better. But you can incentivize your employees to hunt down those Google reviews. And then on our little leave behind cards, it says that the employee is tipped in the client's name for every Google review. So it incentivizes our employees to try to hunt down those Google reviews, but it also incentivizes the client because they want to take care of the people who are cleaning their house. So there are ways to get creative with this, but you want to make sure that you are getting Google reviews. And if you get a couple 4 stars, it's fine. 5 stars is what you want. 4 stars is okay. Makes you look, human if, not everybody's 100% perfect all the time. But the more reviews you have, the better. And Google is going to favor you. So these are the things. These are the things that I have for you today. I'll do a quick recap so that Laura doesn't
that'd be
forget.
Great. It was a lot. It was a lot, honestly.
It was a lot. So the first thing good. I'm glad. Did you find yourself learning new information today?
Yes. Some of it I knew, but some of it I had no idea. The Q&A thing, no idea. No idea at all.
It's a little secret.
No, that's news to me. Yeah.
In fact, definitely. I feel like I'm going to be hunted down now that I've shared that. I
Yeah.
got to go into hiding. You know what I mean? Witness protection or something. I don't know.
Literally. Now I'm what questions can we ask ourselves? I want to ask us does Holly enjoy long walks on the beach? Just the most weird stuff.
Just weird things. I mean, why not? People will see our personality then. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm derailing us. Okay, recap.
Let me just say though, it is fun though. All of these little hacks are fun, or not hack. Well, whatever. Google profile hacks or tips. Because me and Laura especially have this issue where we felt for a long time that we can't showcase our personality on Google. You know, we use our social media for that. And, you know, like we have a very distinct brand and a very distinct personality for ourselves and our business. And we want that to come through on Google, especially because we pour a lot of money into Google Ads, which is a whole other thing that we can definitely cover. If you guys want that, let me know. But either way, they're still directed to our Google profile. So, and obviously, as we work on getting our search engine optimization up and we're ranking higher on the search engine, more people are seeing our profile. And a good portion of our leads come from Google. And so, but as is the case, like with branding, right? You're obviously trying to attract your ideal client. You don't want, you know, people who are just price shopping. Like you really, you know, you want to attract your ideal client. And so for us, showcasing our personality is important, a very important step in doing that, right? So with all of these things, adding photos and adding Q&A and adding the products, like obviously you want to be SEO friendly, but you can add a little bit of your own pizzazz to everything on your Google profile so that people can kind of see what you're about. And then of course, once they go to your website, that's where they really see all of the magic, you know?
Yeah.
So speaking of websites, here's the recap. The first thing you're going to need to do is make a website. You're going to definitely want some good SEO on there. You're going to want your contact info everywhere on that website, because when they search you on Google and they click your website, you want them to be able to immediately see your contact info. You're going to add your business information. So this would be your business category, a description, your phone number and social media profiles, your service areas. So important. Add every single town you service, zip codes, all of that. Your hours of operation as well. You're also going to add services and products. Even if you are a service-based business, you're going to add each of those services as a product with a photo and a description on your Google profile. Then you're going to start ramping up your Q&A section. And you're going to ask yourself questions, because in most cases people won't ask you questions. So you're just going to ask yourself questions and answer them right on there. You can use ChatGPT to figure out what questions you should be asking yourself. Also, just when you are on the phone with prospective clients and talking to people in general about your business, what are they asking you? What are the popular questions they're asking you? You're going to want to put those on there. You're going to add photos. The more photos, the better. Photos of your place of business, photos of your work, photos of your products, photos of your staff, of yourselves, of you as the owner. The more, the merrier. And then you are going to start updating once a week. Maybe new sales, new projects, updates on your business, just things for people to get to know you and your business, of course. And then last but not least, and one of the more important things, is to start getting those reviews. Definitely ask for 5-star reviews. If you're nervous about this, we have little tips for that as well. We can always talk about in another episode. But just start getting reviews. The clients that you know love you, the people that you work with who you just know would be more than happy to support you, ask them to leave you a 5-star review. And in most cases, they will. And they'll be more than happy to support you and give you that love.
That was great.
Like,
that was a lot of information. I hope y'all grabbed a pen and paper for this episode. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I should have. This
I know.
was a fun
Whenever
one.
we go into the branding or like just marketing or like whatever, I take off like a firework.
Yeah, that's your specialty.
I just love
You're
it.
Very good. Very passionate about it, and it shows.
I love it. It's my passion.
It's awesome. It's your little nerd thing.
It is.
It's like your like geeky thing.
I'm so
geek out
geeky.
about it.
I'm so geeked. I'm so geeked about it. So, and I was like, oh, this episode's going to be quick. It's definitely not one of our quicker ones. I feel like we've been talking a while. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would love some love. Make sure you go check us out on Instagram. We are at hustle.podcast. And if you want to see how our business is doing with marketing and with our social medias, you can search us at Chores and More on Instagram and TikTok. And you can also search Chores and More on Google. I don't know if it'll pop up for people who are super far away, but we are at Chores and More LLC, and you can kind of see how our Google profile is starting to look now that we've been making it a little more robust. And if you want to connect with me, all of my socials are below because I don't remember what they are. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Last week without you, I was like, I don't know what Holly's links are. They'll be down there planning in Holly. I don't know. But I'm Laura Anatolia and everything. Simple Pimple. And of course, I think you may have mentioned this, I'm not sure, at Hustled Up on Instagram. Go check
It's
out
at
at
Hustled
Tourism
Up
More.
Podcast.
At Hustled Up Podcast. That's good. I say I don't know your handle. I don't know our handle. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what I ate for breakfast. And at
I
Tourism
didn't eat
More.
breakfast. I didn't eat
I
breakfast.
didn't
I'm
either.
hungry.
I didn't either. I didn't either. I had my coffee for breakfast. But as always, go also show us some love at Tourism More on Instagram and TikTok, because we do post a lot on the TikTok about Hustled Up, because we don't have a Hustled Up podcast TikTok, maybe one day, but right now we just kind of use the at Tourism More hub. So go just check us out on TikTok as well. We would love some support.
Yes, and if you have episode suggestions, we haven't had a guest on a long time. We just kind of took a break from hunting people down, but we will definitely be ramping that up for the new year. And we'll hopefully have a bunch of new guests on and a bunch of new perspectives and all of that good stuff. So if you want to come on, or if you have a suggestion for somebody to come on, be sure to slide into our emails as well. It's at hustleduppodcast@gmail.com. And until then, go set up your Google profile, go ramp it up, feed it, water it, and nurture it, and let it blossom into the beautiful Google profile flower that it is meant to be. And we'll see you next week.